Hello BookTube. For the second tag, I'll be doing this tag Tuesday. I'll be doing the alphabet tag remix A to H. This tag was created by Jim's Books, Reading and Stuff, and is a remix of his 2021 tag series, The Alphabet Tags, which were amazing. I love them. So let's get going. So prompt A is A is for America. What do you consider to be the great American novel? So the concept of the great American novel has come up again and again when it comes to American literature. And I don't quite know why that is, but it does. I guess maybe it's a sign of an inferiority complex, or maybe an inspirational thing, or something to discuss when there's nothing else to discuss. I don't know. But it's a thing, and there probably isn't, there isn't a single great American novel. There's just a discussion of it. But I would say my candidates would be the same as I answered the last time I did this type, which would be, and I agree with Steve Donoghue that the great American novel can be kind of broken down by century. So for me, the great American novel in the 19th century is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. In the 20th century, I would go with The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. For the 21st century, I don't know. I haven't really read a truly great American novel that I'm going, yeah, that's a truly great American novel. But there are other candidates out there for that. But those are my two. B is for banned. Are there any books you think should be banned? No. C is for children. What was the last children's book you read? Now, if we're talking about like children's novel, like a novel, I want to say it was probably The Never-Ending Story by Michael Ende, which I read, I think in 2021, or was it 2020? One of the two. But if you were going to consider, like, say, manga for children, particularly since I do read shonen manga, which is geared towards upper middle grade to young adult, and if you want to consider that within the realm of children's literature, then the last one I read was volume 17 of The Seven Deadly Sins by Nakaba Suzuki, because I finished it just a few hours ago during my Tuesday reading. So I'll go with both. D is for Doctor and Dalek. Who is your favorite Doctor Who, and what is your favorite book about time travel? So as far as Doctor Who goes, who? What is this Doctor Who? I don't know the appeal of Doctor Who. It's like, I think I might have watched some episodes when I was much younger on PBS, when that particular PBS station had broadcast rights to old Doctor Who episodes, but it's never done anything for me. So, and as far as a favorite book about time travel, I'll go with Eden Zero by Hiro Mishima. It's a manga series that heavily deals with time travel. One of the main characters has time travel abilities and the ability to jump into alternate universes, and there's a major time travel element towards the end of the series. Well, it's still ongoing, but it's entering into the final arc. So I'll go with that because I don't really particularly care for time travel all that much anyway. Prompt E. E is for ebook. Do you prefer ebooks or physical paper books? Physical paper books all the way. I'm not a fan of ebooks at all. They do nothing for me. F is for Frida, who is Steve Donoghue's miniature schnauzer. Show us your furry companions. I don't have any pets, so I can't show you them. G is for Georgia. Have you read any books by Georgian authors or about Georgia? Now, this could relate to Georgia the country, Georgia the state in the United States, or authors who lived during the 18th century, during the early 19th century during the Georgian period. Although you could also argue that could go up into the 20th century with Georges V and VI. So let's see here. As far as Georgia the country is concerned, I haven't read anything about or by a Georgian. The state, I think Flannery O'Connor was a Georgian. Anyone else? Nobody else is coming to mind. I bailed on Gone with the Wind, so I'm not going to count that turd. As far as Georgian writers, under the Georges, I'm pretty sure I've read some poetry and some stuff in like an English lit class for most of them. I want to say the first James Bond novels by Ian Fleming came out during the Georgian period. The Devil Rides Out by Dennis Wheatley came out during the reign of George V. Of course, some of the Agatha Christie novels came out during that period. So yeah, like Death on the Nile, The Body in the Library, so quite a few of those. So yeah, there have been quite a few. And finally, H is for Hardy and Hemingway and Highsmith. What is your favorite novel by Thomas Hardy, or Ernest Hemingway, or Patricia Highsmith? I've never read Thomas Hardy. I've never read a novel by Ernest Hemingway, and he kind of stinks. And I've never read anything by Patricia Highsmith either. So that was the alphabet tag remix. If you'd like to do this tag, consider yourselves tagged. And I'll be back tomorrow with part 3 of my 2023 library tour, where I will be talking about mostly Agatha Christie and probably doing some more tag videos, because there's quite a few tag videos that I would like to do. So in your booktube, until I see you tomorrow, thank you. Have a great afternoon or evening, because it's evening when I'm filming this, and I'll see you tomorrow. So until then, thank you, booktube, and stay safe.